Hi, this is State Representative Jim Walsh here in the wings of the Washington State House of Representatives with my good colleague Hunter A. Bell. We are dealing right now with a number of these tax and fee proposals that are still bubbling through the Capitol here. And we want to talk for a couple of minutes today about one of them, Senate Bill 5583. Now, they're going to claim, the supporters are going to claim this is not a tax issue, it's a fee. Okay. It increases the fee to get hunting and fishing licenses through the state's Department of Fish and Wildlife. Now, the issue here is they're jacking the fee up so high, it really stops being a fee and becomes a tax. And in my opinion, they're raising this tax with the intent, in my opinion, of discouraging people from hunting and fishing in Washington State. And Hunter, you come from what we call a frontier
That's right.
county.
Yep.
It's no joke. People like to hunt where you live. Talk about the effects of this fee/tax increase on hunting.
No, you're exactly right, Jim. This is a big deal, not only in my area, which is very, very rural, but in areas throughout the state where people do engage in hunting and fishing, not just for sporting purposes. I like to hunt and fish for sporting purposes, but also people hunt and fish for subsistence purposes. This is not just something that they do because they enjoy it. They're doing it because that's just how they're feeding their family. So this is a really big deal in a lot of areas in our state. And also, this is part and parcel of a bigger problem we have here, where there are so many proposed tax and fee increases from the other side. This is really part of what seems like taxing the joy out of Washington. If you enjoy living here, which I do, it seems that anything that you enjoy doing in this state, they want to make it more expensive. And for a lot of people, it's just going to take it out of the reach of possibility, which is a huge problem.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about hunting. I mean, we a couple of the amendments we've put on these bills to try to direct them or maybe stop them, but really redirect them. It's going to happen. We want to see this money to be used to good end. For example, right now in our elk and deer population, but particularly the elk population around our state, the animals are suffering from hoof rot. This is a condition of their hooves, of their feet, and it screws up their ability literally to run and walk. And it can be, you don't die of hoof rot, but you can't move very well and you can't eat and you die if you're an elk. It's hurting the elk populations around the state. And I mean, elk may not be a big game target, but someone bags an elk, they can feed their family through the winter on it. There's a lot of meat on an elk. And some of our colleagues here just don't get it. They don't understand the importance of being able to go out and bag an elk and feed your family with it. And they don't, I bring up hoof rot and it's like I'm speaking Greek to them. They don't even know what hoof rot is. So we need to be better informed about these taxes and fees that we raise here. Hunter, I mean, not every cut of meat comes from, Whole Foods or Trader Joe's.
Yep.
Some people make their own.
Yep. Yeah. Especially out in my neck of the woods. I mean, this is a big deal. This is something that people do regularly in order to feed their families. Nearest Safeway is 45 minutes away from my house. So this is a real big deal. It's also ironic to me, Jim, that we've been talking about the mismanagement of our wildlife here in this state by the majority party. An important part of managing our wildlife and our fish population are our hunters and our anglers. And the Democrats are just making it more expensive to even do that. So this is a real problem. And I think it's tone deaf.
It is. Tone deaf is a good way to put it. It's just not aware of how these things work. And we need to be better aware. That's why we're here. We'll continue to fight these fees and taxes that really do squeeze the joy and the subsistence out of life. It's another battle we're fighting here. We'll keep you informed of all of these bad ideas that are floating around Olympia, and we'll keep doing everything we can to either stop them or channel them to better purposes. That's it for this week. I don't even know if this is a week. That's it for this update. Stay strong and be well.
Thanks, everybody.